Time to try and find some more winners at Flemington on Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing the return of Serious Suspect from Saab Hassan's stable. Back first up, down the straight, where he loves it most, and it's great to catch up with Saab this morning. How are you, Saab?
Morning, Michael, listeners.
Gee, how has your big boy spelled and returned first up? Tilt at the Ori Star, 1200 down the straight at Flemington. It looks a very nice first up option.
Yeah, it does. Look, he spelled really well. He went to Darren and Liz Dancer's place at Manning Free Park, and he's put on probably 50 kilos.
50?
Yeah, he's put on 50 kilos, so he's out of a Galileo mare, and he just seems to get better and better with age. And, he's matured up a hell of a lot now. He's starting to cope with everything we throw at him, and he can be a quirky horse. He can get really hot-headed and so forth, and he has matured up a hell of a lot. His work this timing's been excellent. He had 2 jump outs at Flemington and was quite impressive both times. He's a good trialer. Yeah, and I can't fault him. Everything's good. It's not an easy feat first up, but yeah, I think he's in the race up to his ears.
Is that usual for him to put on so much in between campaigns when he spells?
No, not normally. Normally he puts on about 20, 25. But putting on 50 kilos was really, really good. I mean, even Darren commented how relaxed he was when he came back to the farm. So what me and my stable staff are doing is obviously working with the horse. And, yeah, we're not setting him out totally gutted, and we're picking his races. And he's a horse that gives you more than 100% every time he races. So you've got to be mindful of that, and you don't want to send him to the paddock empty. And, yeah, we've been looking after him, and he's been spelling good at home. And, yeah, he's done a treat. He's probably 10 kilos heavier than he was when he raced first up. But we stripped most of that condition off him, but he's probably 10 kilos heavier, which is why I wanted to give him a trial last week, but there was no trials available, so we took him to the valley, galloped him at Moonee Valley. They were kind enough to let us go there and gallop. It's been fantastic at the valley when it comes to that, and yeah, and he galloped again on Saturday with Damien Oliver aboard, and it was tickle pink with him, and yeah, I think Ollie's quite happy to be on him.
Well, we know his record down the straight's brilliant. He's won a Standish. He wasn't beaten far in a Newmarket. He's run well first up in the past, but he hasn't won. Do you think he's better with a run?
I think all horses are probably better with a run, given the fact that they strip fitter naturally. There's nothing like race day experience. But I've never really set him to win first up. And last time in, he was probably 85 to maybe 87% wound up to go first up, and he ran 183 up the straight behind Exhilarates and the Astrologist. So if you go on that form, you'd say that he can win first up. It's not a concern that he can't win first up at all. I just think we're a bit more wiser with the horse now. We're picking our races. We're being cautious, and I could argue that he should have gone close to winning the Newmarket. Peter Ellis, my racing manager, and I, we've done all the statistics, and we can make a case for him that he was very unlucky in the Newmarket. He probably should have fought the race out.
Well, if you want to go through those form lines with the Astrologist, is a $4.40 favourite and you're a $9 chance. Do you think you've been a little bit overlooked in the market?
I think he's probably a $6 chance. But look, it's always hard to win first up, and Sirius is a bit of a get out and go horse, and you got your heart in your mouth the moment the gates open. Sometimes he doesn't break away cleanly, and that's a big plus that Damien Oliver and myself have spoken about. He needs to break cleanly, and then he'll get into a rhythm. And he runs a really, really quick furlongs from the 1,000 to the 800. Like, he just runs exceptional times every time. And then it's just a matter of now that Ollie's had a feel of him, just to rate him correctly. But yeah, look, I mean, I don't set the market. I'm not saying he should be a $4 chance. He's probably his right price. He's probably a little bit overs. You can probably get $10 in. He's probably not a bad each way there.
You're happy that he has drawn a little wide first up, especially if he can be a bit slow out?
Absolutely. That's the key to him. He needs to draw where he's drawn's perfect. Once I seen a barrier draw, I was very excited. I thought, well, we've got a big chance now, because he gets a chance to get into rhythm, and That's all he needs to do. If he gets into rhythm and he can breathe properly, the histologist and him should be able to settle in a forward position, and then, depends if they go quick or they take him on or what happens. Well, I can't comment on that, but I think both horses are up to the race in their ears.
What have you mapped out for him post the Albury Star? Is it see how he comes back, or have you got some lofty ambitions?
No, we've been pretty diligent the way we've planned his program. And it's all worked out that he races at Flemington, which is a bonus for him because he loves Flemington. He'll run in the Albury Star, obviously, on Saturday. Then he'll back up in the Bobby Lewis. When I say back up, that's about 4 weeks apart. And then if he's up to it, he might have a crack at that group race over the Carnival. Like if he happens to win the Auries and wins the Bobby Lewis, well, then we'll set the bar high. If he doesn't, we'll reduce the bar back down and maybe have a crack at the Gill Guy, or possibly just freshen him up and take a similar path to what we did last year and go and win the Standish again and freshen up into the Newmarket.
All sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, well, it's good to have a good, honest winner. He's no champion, but I think the punters love him because he makes his own luck. He gets out in front, and but he's not a Vo Rogue. Vo Rogue was one of my favourite horses, and he used to just jump out and break their hearts out in front. And he's probably my little Vo Rogue sprinter because he gets out in front and he gives me anxiety, but keeps me up on my feet, and he does the same to the public. And I think the public's got a good following for him, and he'll give you 110%. I think that's what's great about the horse, and he loves Flemington, so yeah, we're pretty positive he's going to run good. And if he gets run down the last 50, 75, 100, whatever the case may be, well, he'll be fitter for the run, won't he?
Yeah, well, as he said, he always puts in, he always tries his best, and he'll be doing the same on Saturday. So best of luck.
Thank you.